Hi, I'm Gemma Peanut and I'm a wedding, lifestyle and landscape photographer. So Canon have sent me 3 cameras to play with and compare to see if I can help you decide which model is best for you. Because let's be honest, it's overwhelming when you feel like they all look the same, but you know there are differences amongst them that are going to better suit your needs. So I'm going to road test these for you, show you the features and then share those differences with you. So I've got the Canon 800D, the 77D and the 80D. So already we can see that they look pretty similar. And I want to start off by saying that they are all great cameras, but they do have different strengths. So let's go and explore what these strengths are right now. So it's very early in the morning and I am on my way to the beach to take some snaps. I've got the Canon 77D with me and the 800D, and what I'm most excited about is the brand spanking new user interface. So Canon have completely revolutionized the interface to make it super simple and user-friendly for you to capture those awesome shots you've always dreamed about. So check this out. When you're in AV mode, Canon have simplified it so much that you can literally choose if you want your shot to have a blurred out background or a sharp background. And it's a touch screen, so you can move it around like this. So I've got the 800D with me and I'm going to shoot this shrub over here because I love the 2 tones of the colours. We've got the brown leaves contrasted up against the vivid green leaves. Now I know I want a blurred out background, so I'm going to set my camera to AV mode. I'm going to select blurred and slide the dial across. And I'm going to take a shot. Beautiful, beautifully blurred out background and the foreground leaves crisp in focus. I'm going to shoot now with a sharper background. So I'm sliding across to the sharp and I'm going to take another snap. There you go, you can see that the background is crisp in focus, but it's a matter of personal preference. I'm going to say I prefer the blurred option. Now we're in this epic location. I'm really excited to road test the 77D. There's a feature on here called the flowing frozen feature that I'm really excited to try out. Now I love photographing fast moving water, so I'm going to go ahead and adjust my camera to flowing mode so that I can capture the creamy, misty feel of the water. And look, it even prompts you to use a tripod. It recommends that you use one. All right, so I'm going to try and take a shot. Beautiful. Oh, and by the way, I'm loving this rotating LCD screen. It just means that I don't have to stoop over and hunch over to check the shot. I can stand up here, look down, saves a lot of pain with your back. Oh, and by the way, all 3 of the cameras have this nifty feature. Now, I'm a serial social media poster. Something I like to do after going out and taking some shots is to share them instantly onto my Instagram. Now, the inbuilt Wi-Fi is easily one of my favorite features. So I'm going to go into my Canon Camera Connect app, view my photos, download my favorite shot, and post it to my Instagram. And what's really great about the 800D and the 77D is they both have Bluetooth, which means your camera can always be connected to your phone, in the same way that your phone's always connected to your car whenever you get into it. And another thing all these cameras have in common is they have improved ISO. Now, for the non-tech heads, ISO allows you to shoot in low light situations. Now, this is something that is so valuable to everyone because it means that you can keep shooting well into sunset. The other thing all 3 cameras have in common is they have this nifty 45-point autofocus. You know when you photograph a subject and you don't necessarily want it smack bang in the middle? Well, with this function, you can easily frame your subject to the side, but still have it in crisp focus. Now I'm just going to take a quick photo of this teacup here and frame it to the side. Voila! One crisp, clean teacup to the side. So now let's talk about what makes these cameras unique, because I really do want to help you decide which is the perfect model for you. First, let's chat about these two. We've got the 77D and the 800D. As you now already know, Canon's new interface is a serious game changer. Both of these cameras have these features. So maybe you're wondering, well, what's the difference between them? While they're the same internally, the differences lie on the outside. So the 77D has a few more bells and whistles, while the 800D is simplified and deliberately has fewer controls. So if you're not technically inclined, you're going to love the ease of the 800D's control panel. But if you're more of a perfectionist like me and a little bit of a control freak, the 77D is going to be your friend. It has a top LCD display screen so you can get a quick snapshot of all your settings. It has an AF focus button here, which allows you to focus quickly on your subject and shift focus as you're shooting. It's also got this control dial on the back, allowing for easier navigation through your camera. And the more control you have with your camera, the more creative you can be with your photographs. But what I do love about both of these cameras is that they're super lightweight, so that if you're someone on the go all the time and travels a lot, then these cameras are definitely going to appeal to you. I'm on my way to photograph my friend's gorgeous little 2-year-old. Now already I know that she's probably not going to sit still or take any direction from me, which is why I've packed the trusty Canon 80D. Now what I love about the Canon 80D compared to the other two cameras is that it has a faster shutter speed and it captures more frames per second. So the chance of you capturing that special moment is higher. So I'm about to shoot this gorgeous little one, so I'm gonna make sure I up my shutter speed and switch to continuous shooting mode to make sure I get all the action. Another quick thing I wanted to point out that's really cool across all three cameras is that they have Canon's advanced autofocus technology, which allows you to track your subject accurately when shooting in live view. As you can see, the 80D is perfect for shooting moving subjects. But I feel it's also important to highlight that the 80D is also going to be your camera of choice if you love shooting video. So Canon have created this camera which allows you to save your videos in a better format for editing. Plus, it has this nifty little headphone jack for you to check the audio on the go. It's also got 100% frame coverage, which means it's bigger and brighter, and what you see is what you get. But here's the best bit. It's got a 60% longer lasting battery compared to these two. And let's be honest, we all want a longer lasting battery in every piece of technology we own. So that's a major bonus for me. So now it's time for the wrap up. And to answer the question, which camera model is for you? So if you're really not technical and you want your life to be made simpler but still take beautiful shots, then the Canon 800D is the model for you. But if you want to get more creative with your shots and you're a little bit of a control freak, then you're going to want to go with the 77D. And if you want all of that and the additional bells and whistles of a longer lasting battery, big bright viewfinder and a faster shutter speed, plus you love capturing things in motion and creating video content is your jam, then the 80D is the one for you. But all in all, they do all take fabulous photos. So it's super important to get into the shops and play around with the cameras and just get a feel for them in your hands. By testing them out, this is the quickest way to confirm which camera is the right one for you.